boys and girls and my non-binary folks, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Sunflower, and today we're going to be talking about the new toy that Royale has just dropped, and let me tell you, it is quite disappointing regarding the current situation that everything is in right now, because OMG, there's just so much information that I want to tell you guys, and a lot of people have already spoke on this on their behalves, but I want to talk about my opinion because there's just a lot of things that I really want to address and maybe just reconsider for myself and brainstorm. And yeah, that's basically it. So without further ado, before we get onto the video, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down what do you feel about this current situation. Anyways, let's get onto the video. Alright, so before we actually start with this video, I just want to say that my screen recording thing has been going off and on lately, so there's going to be a few clips where it just cuts off and then it continues on from what I've been trying to say or whatever, so I hope that's not really annoying to you guys, but yeah, that's basically it. That's all I wanted to say. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I love you all. Goodbye! Alright, so you guys probably have already known about what is currently happening right now in Royale and with the new toy that they finally came out with, which is, again, still pretty disappointing in my opinion. So you guys know that the doll, and I'll have a picture right here of it, and it's really cute in my opinion, called the Valiant Valkyrie Lumina doll. It is very nice in my opinion, and it also comes when you buy it and purchase it from a company called Jazzwares, which I'll get into a bit more. You get a redeem code with the little doll that comes like in a box, mailed and shipped to you. It will give you a redeem code that you can redeem in-game in Roblox, and it will actually give you the new Valkyrie set that has been added onto the game. As you can see, currently you cannot actually search it in the little shop because I guess they just haven't put that out yet. I have no idea why, because I'm actually really curious on what the Valkyrie set actually looks like, even though we do have a good photo of it and probably a good idea on what it's really gonna look like. I still want to check it out in a game, in my opinion. And then here is the Instagram post about it. It says, the fearless Valkyrie of Royale and the Guardian of Dreams has arrived. Our Valiant Valkyrie Lumina doll soars onto, and then it has a link where you could actually buy the doll from the company Jazzwares, again, which I will be getting into why we shouldn't buy it from Jazzwares, for a limited time while supplies last. Now, what I don't like about this is that it's actually a limited doll, so there's only about 1,500 copies that you could currently buy that are currently in stock right now. So I guess for those who are actually gonna buy it, I don't know why I should be saying this, but just for a normal, a normal response would be like, oh, make sure to get it quick, guys, make sure to get it quick before it goes away forever. But again, I'm gonna be talking about why you shouldn't get it. Anyways, continuing on with the enchanting set of comforting vanilla embellished golden embroidery on her dress and her radiant brushable hair cascading to her heels, she arrives to ensure your safety, bearing a magical code for Royale High's new end-game Valkyrie set. So there it is, it's confirmed that this doll does come with a new set in game that you could obtain from a code. Here it says, after redeeming your doll's code, you will receive the Valkyrie set items in game. So there are a couple items that you could actually get, which is the wings, shoes, the helm, the oath sword and shield, the radiant dress, the luminous cape, and a profile badge just like the doll. So I'm not sure what the badge actually looks like, but again, it would just normally be in your diary where you have all your sticker achievements, and it will be like at the bottom. But obviously I don't have it because I'm still trying to reconsider if I want to buy it or not, but I'll get into that later because I think you guys already know the answer. And then let's finish on with this Instagram post. It says, stand tall students with courage, you are destined to soar. And then it says, don't fret, future opportunities will arise to obtain the endgame Valkyrie set from other Royal High toys. So here it confirms that there will be more toys coming soon for you guys to buy, which will also include their own unique special in-game items too, coming soon. Make sure you only use one Valkyrie Lumina set code per Roblox account. For example, those purchasing 2 Valkyrie Lumina dolls cannot redeem the Valkyrie Lumina in-game set twice on the same account. So for those who are considering buying 2 dolls, which is kind of crazy because I will say that this doll is actually quite expensive. For me, it isn't expensive because I do have that kind of money, but for those who don't, it is quite expensive just for one doll that is 9 inches, says in the description of the doll from the company Jazzwares. Anyways, continuing on, even though multiple different code redemptions, it can only be obtained multiple times through trading or through the redemption of other Royal High toys. More information regarding this method will be posted to the official accounts in future. The same will be true of all future toy codes. So we recommend gifting any extra toy codes to friends/family, doing a giveaway, or sharing through other means, which is actually pretty nice if, again, you are considering buying it and maybe you're a content creator and you want to do a giveaway, or you just want to give it to a personal friend. So the thing here about this toy is that, first of all, it is actually $49. Well, it's with taxes, it's actually $50 for me because I live in the United States, but for Canada it would probably be around $70, and for the UK probably around $60. I'm not sure about like their currency conversions, but it's pretty high in my opinion for those who don't have that type of money. And even if they do, still either way it is quite expensive. And then I also want to compare it to a normal Barbie doll or a Monster High doll, and I guarantee you they range to $10 to $20 at max. But again, it's a Roblox toy and it's a Royal High toy, so I guess I could understand why it's really expensive. And I have noticed that a lot of people are actually blaming Royal High, and I just want to get it straight and be straightforward, saying that it is not Royal's High fault for any of this. They don't support what the company is supporting, and they actually didn't price the doll to be $50. That is totally on Jazzwares and Roblox behalf. So I would recommend actually blaming it on Roblox and Jazzwares instead of Royal High, because they had no stand in that, so they couldn't really do anything about that. I do also want to mention, and I'm actually gonna go onto so my recording system actually cut off just a bit, I don't know why, but anyways, we're on the website of the company that is currently actually selling this. It's called Jazzwares, if you are not aware, and here is the Valkyrie doll. So you get an in-game code for virtual Valkyrie wings included, so this would actually be a Roblox UGC. It seems like it looks like the light fairy wings, which is actually pretty cool in my opinion. And then here's the doll. Looks really cool. I like how everything looks and the design. It's really adorable. Here's a quick video of it too. As you can see, the code would be right here probably, and it just looks really nice. Again, Jazzwares do actually make some good quality toys that I have actually brought from the past regarding the war that's actually currently happening between Israel and Palestine. I have brought a few toys from this company, unfortunately, but that was back then before this war has actually started, so it is kind of irrelevant. I'm not sure what they're really doing with my money, but I will say that even if you do consider buying this, you are supporting a bad thing, and it's just really bad, and it's really sad and disappointing, and unfortunately we just course, live in a world where we can't really stop that, and a lot of wars are going on. But there are a few things that even if you're not there, you could still help and try to support. And what I mean is by going and donating to the charities and donating to GoFundMes that help the Palestine or the Palestinians. And it's just really, really good to do that. Me personally, I've actually already donated around a good grand to the Palestine to help. So if you have the opportunity to do that, even if it's just $1 or $10, it doesn't even matter. You're still doing a good deed. Anyways, here it is. It says, the fearless Valkyrie of Royal High and the guardian of dreams instills hope and security as she soars through the skies, valiantly defending the students from the forces of evil that threaten the harmony of the Enchantress. Valkyrie Special Edition fashion doll 9-inch is a game inspired doll with extra long fancy pink hair. So I think you guys already know that we already read this through Royal's High actual post. And again, here it is. It looks really, really nice. I do actually want to buy it really, really bad, but again, it's just really not good to buy it because of what Jazzware supports, which is they are on Israel's side, so it's kind of sad. But I've heard that, and my friends have also been telling me that I've heard or they've heard and like told me that Jazzwares instead of them supporting the IDF, which is actually the Israel Defense Forces, which is basically the military of Israel, they're actually supporting, and all of the funds are actually going to soldiers who are injured and their families. So I'm not sure if that's true or not, and even if it is, again, I guess that is good because everyone does deserve medical support and all of that when it comes to being in wars, and everyone is still human and we should care for one of another. It still doesn't change the fact that Israel is still I guess participating in a genocide that is happening against Palestine in the Gaza Strip. I think I have no idea where the location it is, but I do want to talk more about this doll and if you are considering buying it. So it seems like you can actually return this within 30 days, and only, again, like I said, only 1,500 are available, and shipping is free for US orders over $60. As you can see, I guess mine is in the US. So let's just say that we add this to our cart and we did a checkout. Of course, I'm not putting any like information in here, and as you can see, my Microsoft wants to do that. For the shipping, as you can see, it only has 3 options: Canada, the United Kingdom, and the United States. So it's kind of sad that they don't provide any type of international delivery. So that's one thing that I don't like about this. And then again, the other thing that I don't like about it is that they support Israel and they're on their side instead of Palestine. If they didn't support Israel, I would have already brought this doll yesterday, and considering the price is quite high, again, I do have that type of money, but for those who don't, and kids who probably really want this doll and their parents won't be doing that because, again, it's a lot of money. It's an absurd amount. This is $50. This could get me a lot of food, a lot of clothes, and a lot of water that I could actually use and what I actually need. Again, I feel like it's really disappointing because kids who really want this and tell their parents are most likely going to say no. Even if they don't know what's going on behind the company, they're probably still going to say no because this money can go to somewhere that's actually important for important needs, and it's just really, really sad and really, really disappointing. Anyways, let's get back onto Royal High. Considering all of those things, again, I do not really consider buying it if you don't want to support Israel, but again, I did hear that all funds will be going to the Israel soldiers who are injured, so I guess it's exception, but either way, you shouldn't do it because it's really, really bad. Me personally, I don't actually really know what's going on in that area, so I'm still trying to educate myself, looking on the news, going to documentaries, and going on the internet and Google. And I would recommend you doing that too if you're 100% clueless like me and what's going on in the situation over there in the real world. But back to my opinion, and the question if I'm going to buy this is I don't know. I know my answer should be no, I shouldn't buy this, but there is just things that we can't really stop in the world, even if it means that you're I don't know how to say it, but either way, my straight answer is I don't know. And I know I shouldn't buy it, and I know you guys shouldn't buy it or shouldn't even consider buying it, considering it's $50 and this company supports Israel. It's just really sad that we live in a world like this. But again, I want to say for those who are blaming it on Royale High to not blame it on them. They have no power over this because they do have a strict contract with Roblox and the company. I think that Roblox will probably not change for lawful reasons or whatever, or Royale High can't really do anything because of, you know, the reasons on the contract, I guess. I have no idea, because due to it being very strict. But again, back to my opinion and the main question, if I will be buying it or not. I'm not sure if I will. I still have a lot of thinking to do because I know I could do the right thing and not buy it, but then I really don't want to take the time out of my day to try to trade for it because one, I'm a very impatient person, and two, I don't like trading at all because it's just really not my style. And then second, I don't want to be that person to buy it and then support something horrible to the point where even though I don't want to support it, I really just want the doll and just to have fun with it, because I do actually enjoy collecting collector's items and limited edition items no matter what. I actually have so many toys that I have stored and shelved on shelves and are just really, it's basically my passion. And seeing this, it's stressing me out a lot because I know you guys are very, very supportive of me, and I know that you guys have strong opinions and will not change them no matter what, and a vision to see what's wrong and right. But I just don't know if I want to buy it or not, because I really do, because one, I am a collector when it comes to toys like this, but then I also don't want to be supporting a cause that is like a bad cause that is happening in the world currently. But again, I don't really have a say in what's happening right now because again, it's just not where I live, and it's really just to say, like, even if it sounds mean, it's really just not my problem. Again, like, it's just really not my problem to really care. But of course, I have my morals set straight, so of course I do care, and it's really sad, and I feel sad, and I do care that what's happening out there in the world, because it's brutal, it's bad, it's cruel, and it's very upsetting for me and probably to millions of people who are experiencing it or just seeing it on like YouTube or Twitter or Instagram or TikTok, and it's just sad. But anyways, and then I'm also scared that the fact that you guys are going to judge me for even trying to consider buying it. I do want to buy it from a reseller, which means that my money won't be going to the company directly either way, but just going to the person who's owning the doll and just wants to sell it. But that's probably going to cost me $200 because of resellers are knowing what's going on and seeing all these tweets and these Instagram threads saying how much they want and blah blah blah. So it will probably increase in value when it comes to real money. So again, I still just have to think about if I really want to buy it or not. Again, I am a toy collector, but for me, I know what's right and what's wrong. I know it's wrong to buy the toy and you shouldn't buy it too, but if you do consider buying it, I consider you and recommend you to buy it from a reseller so you aren't directly supporting Israel and what's going on in the war between those two countries. But if you simply do not care, I just want to say that you are quite the bad person, in my opinion, and you terrify me, and I do not want you on my channel anymore. Please and thank you. Please stay away from me, because it's actually so sad and so sickening that you don't care about others and what's happening. So there's so much more that I really want to talk about this situation, but just to keep it short, please reconsider if buying this doll because of what Jazzwares, which is a toy company, is supporting. I do recommend trying to get it from trading when it's available, but I highly doubt that will happen because of how high the value would be for that set. And then I also recommend buying it from a reseller if you just want the actual doll. Now, it's sad that I feel like a lot of kids who actually might really genuinely want the doll are getting all this pressure and all this stress from others on the internet saying, oh, don't buy the doll, guys, don't buy the doll. If you buy it, then you're a bad person, you should die, and blah blah blah. Like, it's just so sad, because I bet there's a lot of kids out there who saw this toy already and actually loves Royal High and probably loves the toy as well, and just hears all of this on the internet. Okay, so my recording, like my screen recorder just stopped out of nowhere, and then my screen went pitch black, so I had to like restart my whole PC. But anyways, back to what I was saying. Again, it's gonna be so sad when these kids are just gonna get harassed because they brought the toy, because people will know, first of all, if you're wearing the set and you have a badge in your little journal thing or diary thing. And it's just gonna be so sad when these other people who probably don't even know them starts harassing them, saying, oh my god, you actually brought the set, like, you're such a bad person, like, oh my god, you're such a bad person, like, you actually support Israel, like, there's a freaking genocide that's happening over there, like, you're literally killing, like, kids over there because you're supporting them, and like, oh my god, like, no, like, actually calm down. Like, there's kids out there who probably genuinely want just the toy just because it's a doll and it's look really, really nice, and it looks very, very cute and very feminine like, come on now, let's actually, like, you know, let's straighten up a little, please, because there's no way you're gonna harass some random kid who doesn't even probably know anything about history, about what's going on in the other world, but in the United States or whatever they live, and they just want the toy just because it's a doll. It's like a toy. At the end of the day, it's just a toy. But again, people want to go deep into it and be like, oh, but the company supports Israel, and Israel is doing bad things, and they're committing genocide, and they're taking people for hostage. Well, yes, that's true, but again, we have to reconsider that these are just tiny, like, little kids who don't even know anything. So for those who are like harassing little kids, you just stop that, honestly. Like, I get it, it's bad, it's really, really bad, but at the end of the day, they did what they did, and they probably don't even know what they did was slightly wrong. But again, at the end of the day, they're just kids and they just want a toy. But that's basically it, my boys and girls and my non-binary folks. Thank you so much for watching this video. Now, I do want to say, if you are considering buying this, maybe wait until you can trade it for end game, but be prepared to give your whole inventory or buy it from a reseller, just a random person who's selling it, so your money doesn't go to Jazzwares. It actually just goes to that random person, and they'll probably use the money for their personal use. Who knows? I highly doubt that they'll actually donate it to Israel, but they'll probably just buy like some chips or whatever, or like new clothes, new Nike shoes or whatever, just for their own personal use. So instead of giving it to Jazzwares, which they support Israel and the IDF, which is their military, you're just basically giving it to a person, just a random person in the whole wide world that is probably wanting a lot of money from you just to give you the doll and the redeem code. So that's basically it. Again, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down what do you think about this whole situation, if you consider buying this doll. Anyways, I love you all, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye!